Where the fuck is the search on this goddamn thing?
Dum,
There we go.
dum, 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 dum. What the fuck you doing?
There we go. Hold on.
Dum.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And so, yeah, they're banging in the pool. There's a fucking orgy going on in the pool. Gotta clean the pool.
Yeah.
If the movie has any redeeming quality whatsoever, it's his fucking robe. Crapulé.
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 This whole story is crapulé.
What's up, Sucksters? Welcome back to another episode of What the Suck. This is James, and with me always is my awesome co-host, Mr. Chris. What's up, brother?
What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode number 5 of season 3.
Number 5.
Number 5, yeah. So today we are doing a story. Oh shit! I just read the back of the box. The movie's called The Summoning.
The Summoning.
It's a 2017 film with Eric Roberts. But I got to read this because James and I we're here in Houston.
Yes.
Okay, and the first line in this motherfucker is, Rachel Iverson has been renting a room from a middle-aged couple in Sugar Land, Texas.
Sugar Land. I actually lived in Sugar Land.
Yeah, I lived near there for a while.
Sure did.
Yeah, and I think this is quote unquote based on an actual event. Yeah. So anyway, but go on, Jim. Sorry, I just saw the back of the box. I saw Sugar Land. Got excited.
No worries whatsoever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
like
we were.
you said, a 2017 masterpiece.
Yes.
It was a mystery thriller.
Mystery
it's labeled. It's like,
something.
oh God.
I don't know.
Well, the synopsis is fairly simple. There's not a lot on this one.
No.
But it goes, while working on a century-old murder case for a class assignment, law student Rachel Iverson discovers more than what she expected when spirits from the past begin to visit her and lead her toward a truth that will place her own life in danger.
Ooh,
Now,
bullshit.
no, we've never seen any movies like that.
No,
before.
none at all.
Ooh.
Nope.
The movie is directed by Alberto G. Rodriguez, produced by Christian Luna, Jaime Fletcher, and Manny Hernandez. The writer is Alberto G. Rodriguez, with a release date of January 10th, 2017. Limited, it says, and I wonder why, with a runtime of a very painful 1 hour, 27 minutes.
That's right.
And the production company is Gravitas Ventures.
Gravitas Ventures.
Venturis.
You know what? Hang on one sec. Look at that.
Is it the same one?
Gravitas Ventures.
You gotta be kidding me.
Gravitas
Holy
Ventures.
hell.
How
It
about-
might be good.
How about that for
That's
synchronicity?
right.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It's crazy, right?
In case y'all don't know what the hell we're talking about,
Yeah.
we just did a Patreon promotional episode for our other
No,
project.
actually, it's a free one. It's
a freebie.
It's usually our Patreon for State of Fear is Rest Stops. We do some weird episodes here and there, but we just did a free one, which should be out by the time this comes out. And we did it on the Mandela Effect,
Yes.
and we talked about the different Mandela effects. Then we watched a movie that's on Amazon Prime called The Mandela Effect. Came out in 2019.
Yep.
And I remember specifically at the beginning of the film, the production company is called Gravitas Ventures. And so when he said that now, it brought that back. And we didn't plan that.
And I didn't even catch that. And we
No.
just watched that damn movie.
And we didn't plan that either. But it's just a weird synchronicity that we're watching two films in the same night that were produced by Gravitas Ventures. So
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
And actually, the other movie was pretty good. So
It was.
we might be in trouble here. This
yeah,
might-
so go watch that, guys. Go listen to that episode on State of Fear.
Yeah.
There'll be a link there to the video of us watching and commenting on it. But it's a good film. Go watch it. Go check it out. So, all right, let's go to the cast, shall we, James?
Shall we? We've got Eric, I Need a Job Roberts.
Eric, Julia won't give me any money, Roberts.
That's right. She don't love me no more.
Nope.
We got Leda Almonds,
Almonds?
Leila Almas.
Uh-huh.
We also have Jaime Zavalos, Razak. I love these damn names.
Okay, usually
Razak Adulti.
Usually when we're doing State of Fear, James gets news stories with like the weird names that he can't pronounce, but now he's getting in this show too.
There's no slack.
Nope.
And we have a Reagan Wallace. At least that one was easy. Aaron Perillo. Catherine Castro. And a whole bunch of other motherfuckers that didn't even bother to put their pictures up.
Yep.
So
we're
just going to leave them out of it.
Right past it. But what is the Rotten Tomato score?
Rotten Tomatoes. Man, I'm telling you, this might be too good for the show. I've said this before. Got 17 whole ratings from users. Audience.
Yeah.
With a 54%.
That is bad.
That is too bad.
That is bad. 2017.
Critics, of course, took a pass.
They tapped out.
No rating.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Even they don't want to help Eric Roberts any.
No.
They're like, sorry, Eric, you're fucked.
We're sick of your face.
Yeah, you're sick of your shit.
Shit.
But I wish we could find more information on what the true story it says was based on, because again, it's here in Sugar Land or here in Houston, and it's a ghost story. And so, as ghost hunters, I would love to know.
I would too. And I guess we're going to find out. Hopefully,
well, not in this movie. It's gonna be fake as shit. But,
well, we'll see.
Yeah, but either way, we're gonna watch it because why, James?
Because that's what we do, man.
Exactly.
That is what we do. We love shitty horror movies.
We do.
All these movies were made by people who are at a minimum, what you'd say, mildly passionate about making them.
Bare minimum.
So they deserve some love and at least a viewing or two. But we've devised this rating system to help dig through the large pile of shit in hopes of finding that golden turd, which actually our last episode, number 4, was actually pretty damn good.
Yes, that was our first one of the season, and it was awesome.
But it was funny as hell.
Oh, it was great.
This one doesn't look like it's going to be funny, but
no,
maybe it might be good. Who knows?
It'll surprise us.
Anyway, ratings go as such. You got your 1 out of 5 turds.
Okay.
Of course, that's what I say. I digress for a moment. We have an inverted turd emoji. We have an inverted turd emoji rating system.
Yes.
I was
turd emoji.
Well, anyway, we got your 1 out of 5 turds. These are your new classics.
Yeah.
They are the best of the worst, and so bad they're good.
Oh, yeah.
You'll get countless enjoyment. I just can't talk tonight. Shit. You just get countless enjoyment out of these damn things.
Yeah.
Like your Jack Frost and stuff like that.
Yes.
All right. And we got 2 out of 5 turds. These are almost as bad as ones, but not they don't have it where it counts.
Right. Not quite.
So, you got to watch out for these. These are not bad, but these are the ones you want to watch with friends who really enjoy shitty movies as well.
Mm-hmm.
You get drunk, play games, have a ball. We've done this many times together.
Tons of times.
And love it, love it. And then we've got our lovely 3 out of 5. This is where it starts to get a little painful. These are ones you watch if you have nothing better to do. Pull out the booze. It's time to drink heavily.
Yeah.
But alcohol may not be enough for this particular rating. So
Probably
you may
not.
want to get you a little sticky icky on the side there. Do a couple lines, something like that.
Damn,
There's
a couple
no
lines.
telling.
That's bad.
We do not encourage drug use. We just make reference.
Do what you want to do. It's a free world.
Like I said, that's what I'm talking. No shit. We have 4 out of 5 turds. These are the ones that are so strange you may not want to see them more than once, but you want to share your misery with friends, especially those motherfuckers that owe you money.
That's right, bitches.
Did you wrong or something like that and think you forgot.
No, we ain't forget shit.
It's time to pay them back. That's right. The next level.
You mean the last level? The next level. What's the last level, fool?
Well, there's a special one, but we haven't brought that one out yet.
Hopefully we don't.
Of course, as always, we have the 5 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
The Fica della Mater, the worst of the worst. These are the ones you want to bring out on special occasions. Only on special occasions.
That's right.
Say like your friends are not adhering to social distancing, or you're stuck in an apartment with your ex because they won't fucking move.
Yeah.
Move, get the hell out.
Get out.
Even though it ended like 4 months ago. Well, you start playing these movies and that motherfucker will run from the building screaming.
They're out of here.
And when it's finished, it's best that you forget you ever saw it
Yep.
or even heard of it.
That's right.
And it needs to be erased from your memory, possibly with my favorite, the blunt force trauma. Step in front of a train,
Just back yourself in the head with a bat.
Slam your head in a walk-in freezer door.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Absolutely.
And then you want to talk about the very rare one that we have?
Well, we can. There is one where we go beyond our regular scale.
Yeah.
It's the golden six turd, we call it, which means the movie has no horror value whatsoever. It might even be a good movie, but it has no horror quality to it. Or it's like you said, it's a complete, quote unquote piece of shit.
Yeah.
And it's like not even worth our time to do it,
No.
And we've gotten caught in that trap a couple of times, and as we do this, I'm sure we're going to run into more. But those are the ones, like I said, if we ever give anything a six turd,
it's definitely not worth your time.
No.
It wasn't worth our time, but we had to watch the motherfucker. But, but we're letting you know if it's a 6, it is definitely not worth your time. So don't even waste your time with it.
And we say that with all seriousness.
I mean, the movies we watch, they're bad on purpose. Nah, maybe not on purpose. Some are bad on purpose. some are trying to be serious, but they end up being really bad. But at least those have some sort of redeeming factor or quality that we enjoy, whether they're funny or they're just whatever. But there's something that we get enjoyment we get out of it. If we give it a 6, we got literally no enjoyment.
Yes.
So it's not like we're telling you not to watch it, and you're like, okay, this got to be so bad I have to watch it because it's going to be good. No, they're bad.
That they are a complete waste.
Yeah.
Now, and like I said, I know we do talk on here a lot about how people worked on these movies, but if they don't have any quality, like Zozo.
Yeah, like the Zozo. Don't watch that shit.
Unfortunately, our season 1 finale was a complete bust. The episode was fun, but the show itself sucked so bad. I mean, it was horrible.
Yeah. Now, according to, of course, YouTube's always a quality place for information, but it says here that it was also filmed in haunted locations in Texas.
Hey,
yeah,
we might actually see a few things.
So I don't understand how we can't find any more information on. There's literally no information on this fucking film at all.
Who knows?
Like none, and I don't get it. It's really it's frustrating, like a lot, because I want to find out where was it filmed? If it's filmed here in Texas, where was it filmed in Sugarland?
Exactly.
What is the quote unquote true story that it was based on? I mean, I'm gonna go to the IMDb real quick and see if we can find something. Okay, so going to the IMDb, apparently we found a couple of things. One was that the police station scenes were filmed inside the Richmond Police Department, which the team has been to.
We have been there. We have investigated it. And it has a serious history of being haunted.
Yeah,
it's like half the building was built in, I believe it was 19.
I don't remember. I didn't go to that one. So
there was exactly 150 years apart.
Yeah.
It was very old. Yeah, it was like half the church was built back in 1850 and the other half was built in almost 19, 1970 or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
My math is off. Sorry, folks. But anyway, it's a 2-part prison or 2-part jail, and it actually has substructures. It has a gallows that has been used. I mean, this building has got some serious.
I didn't get to go to that one, but I remember when you guys went through the evidence, you caught this really cool tapping.
Yes,
that occurred for like 5 minutes straight.
Something was drumming on the timbers in the basement,
and it was just random drumming.
And what's cool about this place? You go down in the basement. There's shackles on the walls. There's old wood, beams and stuff like that. I mean, this is original. This is the original building that's very old.
Cool.
And then you go upstairs. There's a gallows where they hung people. And then you go to the newer side, and it's like all these new-looking offices, big, shiny-looking facility, and brand-new cells on the other side. So really it's like 2 worlds in one. It's very odd.
That's very awesome.
The people there were extraordinarily cordial. We had a blast. They were excited to have us. So it was badass. So I'm really looking forward to this. I mean, we were digging through this while we started recording because we're trying to find something interesting to say.
There's so little on this movie,
and what a gem that turned out to be. So it's going to be neat seeing it. And this was actually the first movie ever granted permission to film at the historical Imperial Sugar Factory,
which is in Sugarland.
Oh my God! I drove past that every single day.
Yeah, that place just looks haunted.
Yes, it does.
So
it's creepy looking
and tall, and just looks like
all the windows busted out.
Yeah,
it's crazy looking.
Crazy looking.
But anyway, this factory is awesome. It actually operated up until about 10 years ago.
Yeah,
and they shut it down. hence the name Sugarland, because
That's
pretty much the entire nation's supply of imperial sugar came
from this area.
Mm-hmm. And the scenes were filmed inside various buildings, and it was filmed on a rooftop and on the grassy grounds within the gates.
cool. And then several actors reported a cold, eerie presence while they were shooting their scenes. And the reports were made by different actors at different times in different filming locations.
There could have been death in these buildings. I believe I've heard, industrial accidents and things like that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I think it was started, they built that thing in like 1900. It was old as hell.
Man, so I'm so ready for this movie to suck ass, but I'm fascinated by the fact that it took place here in Houston.
So it might have some redeeming factors after all.
Maybe. Okay, it does get one extra point for being in Houston.
Yes.
So if it ends up being a 5, it'll be a 4.
It'll be a 4. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll take one turd off.
All right, let's get to watch this
Let's
movie.
roll, brother. Let's do it.
All right.
How much you believe in the afterlife, spirits, and things like that.
A lot of people died under the Ferguson name to build this town. Clayton and Melissa were discovering something even beyond the case.
This law student running out of room at the Turners stumbled upon something I think you might find interesting.
Things like this just don't happen.
What do you mean by that?
I think there was someone in the house again last night.
My father always told us, the dead speak. And you can summons the dead without even realizing it.
In all your years as a homicide detective, have you ever experienced something like this?
Thought we buried all that.
Whoever killed Melissa Ward had the same plans for you.
Said I don't know anything about any girl.
Brains out. Tell me where she is.
Mother of pearl, what in the fuck was that?
I don't know
I'm telling you, folks. Oh, man.
Oh, my God. I don't know what happened. That was... Man, it had such potential.
It had great potential. But unfortunately, I think, as me and you discussed during watching this motion picture, that the sugar factory was the star of the movie.
Oh,
because that's all they showed every 2 seconds.
They literally showed more of the Sugarland factory than they did of the Ghost.
Yes,
the Ghost was in it like 4 times.
There's only really one satisfying scene practically in the whole movie.
Yeah,
and it happens right there at the beginning.
Yeah,
because we come into the sugar factory, of course. That's where we start with Dirty Cop. I don't even know what his name is. I'm just going to call him Dirty Cop.
That's Dirty Cop.
He has apparently cornered a pedophile.
Yes.
That had killed his wife and...
Not his wife. Killed his kid. His wife.
Kid.
Him and his wife's kid. Yeah.
But I didn't even see her in the movie.
Yeah, she was in it for like a brief second, dude.
A brief second.
Yeah, a brief second.
Well, anyway, he catches this pedophile piece of shit, and he's looking for some kid that he abducted. The guy points the kid out. He goes over there, finds it in the garbage bag, dead. Caps this fuck.
So he kills the guy.
But it's off screen. You don't even get the satisfaction of getting an on screen. And I will literally tell you, folks, this all tied into this. Once this little part was over, he had a little run in with internal affairs.
Yeah,
very, very brief.
Very brief. Yeah.
The neat part was we got to see like the city hall of Sugarland. We did get to see the Richmond Police Department. but there was nothing.
There was no there's no story in this fucking thing.
No, it was weird because they start talking about this Clayton Ward and this other girl. I don't even know what her name was. Melissa or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, that vanished, and that's pretty much what the whole movie was hindering. Was hanging on, and it didn't make any fucking sense.
There was no summoning at all. There was hardly any ghost.
This is absolutely one of the biggest cases of false advertisement.
Oh,
when it comes to movies that I think we've watched yet.
The box looks fantastic, looks crazy, looks scary as shit.
It does, and for fuck's sake! And I think the picture on the cover is even the girl star of the movie.
Yeah, I think she is.
But yet nothing.
No,
and
it's this long drawn out thing of the girl is in law school with a friend, and they're doing a mock case. The mock case happens to coincide with the mock case that Melissa and Clayton were working on.
Yeah.
Regarding the sugar factory and some slaves that were buried there.
Way back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were buried there underneath the factory or on the factory grounds and stuff like that. Yeah.
And she goes missing one night, so they're looking for her. She somehow ends up in the sugar factory. She's trapped for a day. And then Old Man Jenkins lets her out.
every movie does have an Old Man Jenkins.
It does. And then the rest of the movie is the renegade cop, trying to figure out why she went missing, while trying to figure out what happened to Melissa, or where because Clayton was never found. Melissa was found dead. They blame Clayton, and then they've been looking for Clayton, but Clayton's dead too. He was buried at the factory.
Yes.
And so they're trying to find Clayton, while she's trying to figure out. I don't know what the fuck she's trying to figure out, but
that's what we're trying to figure out. Why in the fuck that we,
there's,
like I said, it's luck of the draw. We thought this would be great.
Yeah.
This turns out to be a big zero, man. It's flat.
We said earlier, I'm just going to go into the fucking rating because literally we said earlier that because it took place in Sugarland, so it was really cool to see the inside of the factory because I've never been there.
Yes. I have been in there, and it does look, that is it.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, holy shit.
It's a fucking cool building.
It's
super cool building. I would love to go in there and investigate sometime. It'd be really awesome to do that. We saw the jail. We saw around Sugarland, so it was cool to see all that.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the train a million fucking times. But we said earlier, because this is filmed in Sugarland and it has quote unquote, and the only thing it has to do based on real events are the Sugarland itself, the building, and the police department, and the fact that slaves did work at the.
And I think it was loosely based on some of the on a criminal case in the area.
Probably, yeah.
But it didn't really explain that.
No, it didn't explain anything.
The facts were scattered out, and the whole movie was these two cops. Mr. Eric Roberts and his hair.
Oh yeah, his name is Lubbock, by the way.
Lubbock.
He's
about every 10, 15 minutes he shows up, speaks about 2 or 3 lines, and he goes back to his trailer.
Yeah, he's done. He's fucking done.
Yeah. And the whole movie is them basically chasing after this damn nerdy friend of the main girl. I don't even know what her name is.
Yeah.
We'll call her the summoning hoe.
Yeah.
Because she, the cover girl, whatever you want to call her, we didn't even learn names, and I was nodding. I was sitting there trying to watch this damn thing.
It's so ridiculous. Okay, normally like these kind of movies, when there's a ghost who's a spirit who's trying to get someone's attention because they were murdered, at the end you see like the spirit and you get like the backstory of what happened. None of that happened.
No, we did get some paranormal activity. There did
Very
get
little
some light flickering, a few books getting thrown around,
you saw
stuff like that.
The shadow person,
a shadow person here and there.
Yeah.
But it didn't explain why.
No,
it didn't tie into the whole search thing.
No, it didn't.
That the cops were doing with these guys, And so all they did was blame this nerdy partner of hers, the one that was working the fake case with her,
right?
And they were harassing him the whole fucking movie. And then finally, Joe Buck, we're gonna call him the little son
Junior?
of the Junior, son of the sheriff, I guess.
No, that guy was a real estate
guy. That's right.
They were building
sheriff.
tract homes and shit.
It's the big hat, but then again, this is Texas.
Yeah, they all were.
So
big
they
hats.
had to do that stereotypical bullshit.
But let's talk about that ending real quick, because that frustrated the shit out of me.
Literally, folks, nothing at all went on in this thing until about the last 10 minutes,
and even then,
in that,
nothing happened.
It was fairly pathetic. Go ahead, bud.
So Junior is talking to Summoning Ho, and ends up at her. She's house sitting. First of all, we need to put that up. She's house sitting someplace. I don't know, who cares, but she's house sitting. It's not her house. But Junior goes over to her house to talk to her about the case or something or some shit. I don't know. But while they're there, the detective goes to the Sugarland factory and ends up finding Clayton Ward's skeleton.
Yes.
And so while that's happening, Summoning Ho realizes that Junior is the one that killed Clayton and Melissa because they were going to expose his father for building tract housing over burial sites without moving the bodies.
And that's like I said, and they didn't tie any of that in until the very end. So at least they gave you a little bit of something to tie in why in the hell he was even in the movie in the first fucking place.
Right.
So he ends up capping her.
Right, he kills
Summoning
her.
Ho did.
Off screen,
no kills.
Ghost didn't come at all to help her at all.
Nope. Then, Dirty Cop shows up.
Mm-hmm.
We call him Dirty Cop, but yeah, he killed a pedophile, so he's all right in my book. But he shows up at the house, and
he finds her in the hallway,
and then Junior sneaks up behind him, caps him off screen.
Off screen goes dark. Off screen.
All they do is the screen goes dark, and it says gunshot on the damn.
On the closed captioning.
Closed captioning. You hear the shot.
Yeah.
But you don't see anything. There's no blood, no death, no nothing. And then
we get some establishing shots of like different parts of Sugarland again, because literally every 10 minutes. So every 10 minutes there'd be a 30-second scene with Eric Roberts.
Yeah.
But every 5 minutes there was an establishing shot of the Imperial Sugarland
from different
building.
angles.
Yeah.
Up on top, on the side, from the back.
Yeah.
But I mean, so that was basically the coolest thing about this whole movie, and you have to actually be from the area to even
fucking understand how cool,
even care
why
it's there in the first place.
So we get up some establishing shots, and then it cuts back to a shot of the cop's hand on the ground. It's a shot of his hand holding his gun, and in the background you see Junior squatting down.
Yep.
And then the cop's hand goes to move a little bit, like he's lifting the gun up, and then fade to black.
And the credits roll.
And we're like, what in the actual fuck is that?
And yes, I do realize we probably just reviewed this movie in like 10 minutes, but literally that's it.
Yeah. No, I'm going to give you my review. We said earlier at the beginning that because this film takes place in Sugarland, was filmed in Sugarland and Richmond, that automatically gets a point.
Yep.
So this movie gets a 5.
There you go.
So if without that shit, it would have been a 6.
Absolutely.
This is a fucking 5.
It's a waste of time. Unless you're like you said, unless you're a resident of the Richmond or
Houston area,
Stafford or Houston area, and you've seen this place before, there's nothing else about this movie that's worth a flying fuck.
Now, we had a lot of fun riffing on it.
Oh yeah.
So, but even that amount of fun couldn't save the movie.
No, and it was not. And like I said, horror content was
none,
practically non-existent.
Yeah, except for
there was a couple of sprinkles. There was a dead body at the end. We didn't even see the dead, and then the off-screen gunshots. That's it.
It was this movie, such a huge disappointment, and it's so funny because we read some of the Rotten Tomatoes reviews before we started watching it, and they were all bad.
And one of them said, "What is it? Just because you have a great camera doesn't make you a director."
That's fucking true.
That is true.
Because the camera was great, the cinematography was great, but they literally this.
We could have filmed this fucking
Oh my god!
thing,
This movie. Okay, so we this is the second movie we've reviewed that was shot entirely in Houston.
Yeah.
Okay, the other being Death Metal Zombies
from last season. Yeah.
It had better
Go back and check it out.
Yeah, go back and check it out. It had better cinematography because that film was made in the 90s, so it had 90s cameras.
Yeah.
This film has 2017 cameras, so better cinematography, look better. But like Death Metal Zombies was filmed in like 4 locations.
Yes.
This was filmed in 4 locations.
4 locations.
Yeah. So it was like they barely even fucking tried.
Yeah.
It's so fucking ridiculous.
And that's probably why they didn't list the budget. They probably had to give it all to Eric.
Oh my god, I can't imagine what his salary cost for fucking 3 days of shooting.
I'm here. Okay, I'll say my 6 lines.
Yeah.
I'm going back to my trailer.
He's like, look, you got me for 3 days before I head out to film Dark Knight, so hurry the fuck up. Let's
whatever.
go.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I gave it a 5. What'd you give it, James?
Man, I'm gonna have to be right there with you. Is it worth watching? If you like more of a mystery,
Yeah, it's not
it's not a horror movie.
Not supernatural.
It's not really not. It's got very little paranormal activity in.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't tie anything together.
No.
Kind of leaves it wide open. And yes, the Richmond turd bonus.
Oh,
or
yeah.
the Sugarland turd bonus.
Yeah.
Definitely saved this one. I have no choice, man. I'm right there with you. I got to go with a 5.
Yeah,
the
that's bad.
acting was not horrible.
Not as horrible as the trailer
script,
made it out
the
to be.
script wasn't bad. The story wasn't bad, but it was not a horror movie. So as far as horror content, yeah, 5.
See,
all the
and
way.
I completely disagree with you that the story was terrible. There was no story.
Well, it's
There
true.
was-
It didn't tie in very well.
The script
That
was
is true.
horrible because nobody said anything of a consequence in this fucking movie. But yeah, it's still a fucking 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this
Cinco
This
El
thing-
Turdos.
but it is worth at least one watch.
Yes.
And whoever does win the grand prize of all the movies, at least you know you'll be watching a movie from our home city.
Yes, and it won't cost you anything.
No, and so you'll feel a little bit closer to us because you'll be watching a movie that took place someplace that we've been to.
I
that we know
literally
of.
lived 5 minutes away from the factory.
Yeah.
So I was right in my
Right
old
there.
stomping ground. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, James, let's tell them all that good shit, and then let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's do it. Okay, anyway, you can find us on the fourthhand.com media network along with our other project, State of Fear. They're actually both listed right next to each other. We are, of course, on the Big Evil Facebook. We are on Instagram, and we are definitely on Twitter. We also have a Patreon account. If you go to patreon.com/whatthesuck, all one word, I believe, you can go there and support
Oh
us
wait,
at-
on Patreon? No, I think it's what-the-suck.
a dash, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I always lose that. But anyway, that will be posted on our that's on our episode posts anyway. I always include that information.
Yeah. Oh, you know, I'm wrong. You're correct. It's all one word.
It
What
is
the
all
suck,
one word.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're right. Go on. that's staying in. You're right. Go on.
No problem. We also have a TeePublic account. If you go on there, search for What the Suck, you can go on there and check out some of our cool merch. It's cheap. It's cool. Go get it.
Check it out. All right, man. Well, I'm ready to get out of here. How about you?
I've had it, man.
right.
I'm gonna take my ass to the house and crash. I got to sleep this one off, brother.
All right.
Holy shit. Anyway,
Well, I'm Chris, and I will see y'all at the next Suckfest.
yeah, and I'm James. And man, if it ain't on What the Suck, it ain't shit.
Peace out, guys.
You've been listening to a Fourth Hand Joint.
Looking for a brew unique to you? Find it at Kroger. Discover distinctly different chameleon organic ground coffee with flavors like Guatemala and Dark and Handsome. They're so organic, so sustainable, and so good. Visit Kroger today to get yours.
With equipment breakdown coverage from American Family Insurance, you can protect all the things that keep your dream home running, from sudden mechanical or electrical issues. Because this sound shouldn't mean... Contact your local agent or visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
Refer to policy for equipment breakdown covered losses, deductible limitations, and exclusions. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.